What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel.
And welcome back to another video.
Today we are installing the Synergy Trackbar brace and sector shaft support. So a lot of people have already made videos on this, and I'm just curious to see if it actually works. So in this video, we're gonna install it, kind of talk about why it's needed and what it does. So Cassie, how would you describe how this Jeep drives?
It drives kind of loose.
A little bit loose. I've talked about this in the 10 things I hate about the Jeep Gladiator video. And I got a lot of pushback from people saying, oh, it's a solid axle, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, I've owned and driven a lot of Jeeps, guys. This has something that's a little bit unusual. It's not your typical solid axle steering. There's something wrong with it. So Synergy actually came out with this sector shaft and track bar support brace. There's already been quite a few videos on this. A lot of people says it works. Some people say they didn't notice anything at all. And some people don't even have this steering issue on their Gladiators. Now this is something like, what, right off the line from the factory?
It. Yeah, I mean, I just noticed a little bit of play.
A little bit of play, especially like once we're up at high speeds.
Yeah.
It's not because of the tires. It's not because of the lift. It happened even with the factory suspension and tires. So like I mentioned, we're gonna install it in this video and see if it actually works. So let's go around to the back of the Jeep, check out what this thing does, what it comes with. Let's get this video started. What's up?
It's broken.
What? Is the Jeep broken?
It's broken?
We're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it. Uh-oh. So here we have everything that we're gonna need for this install. We have the brace itself, the hardware, all the tools, and a prime example of why you might need a sector shaft support. Do you remember this?
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, so this actually happened a long time ago, even before I had the YouTube channel. This is a JK steering box. As you can tell, it's completely snapped off. So hopefully this sector shaft support will prevent stuff like this. And yes, guys, Synergy does make this for the JK. It's a very similar install, same principle behind it, but we're just installing it on the Gladiator because the JK already has hydro assist. So let's take a look at what I'm talking about. This is the track bar brace, which is directly bolt on. Now attached to this track bar mount is our sector shaft support. This guy is what is going to attach to this lower part of the steering box and really strengthen it up some. Now, before we go any further, I want to show you guys a clip. I actually recorded a bunch of steering box play up here in the front end. So this is probably very common with the JTs and the JLs that use the same steering box. Now, I don't know where the movement's coming from, whether it's the bolts, the frame itself, or the steering box. The steering box was actually redesigned a lot stronger, a lot bigger and more beefier than the JK and the TJ steering boxes, but that does not mean that these new steering boxes don't have any issues. So I'm gonna play the clip and you'll see what I'm talking about. So as you just saw, there's a good amount of play in our steering box. Is that what's causing the actual issue? I'm not too sure, but we are gonna find out. This brace is gonna help strengthen it up, add a little more rigidity to it, and kind of tie it all into one. So let's get started with this install. Synergy sends us directions, stickers, everything we're gonna need. The one thing I do wanna highlight is that for this nut, this big sector support shaft nut, we're gonna need a 42mm socket. Most people and most places won't have this, so go ahead and order it on Amazon. I'll throw a link in the video description. Let's get this installed. Here's the game plan. This bracket is gonna bolt right up on the frame, reinforcing not only these 4 mounting spots, but our track bar bracket itself. This little guy is gonna replace the nut on our pitman arm under here, and it has a little collar which is gonna tie into our track bar bracket to add some extra strength down here, a little extra rigidity to stop any leverage from happening to it. So the first thing we have to do is remove our track bar bolt and drop our track bar down out of the way. We're now gonna grab our 42mm socket. This is a big old bad boy. Hopefully our impact wrench will get it off. If not, we'll have to use a really long breaker bar. So I just realized this 42mm socket I bought is actually a 3/4 inch drive. I don't have an adapter going from half to 3/4. Luckily, I do have this big torque wrench that is actually 3/4. Now, normally you wouldn't want to loosen things with a torque wrench, but in this case, this thing is so large, I don't think it's going to affect it. So we're gonna pop this on and break it free. actually wasn't too tight at all. See if that makes it any easier. Oh yeah. So, seems like there's probably some red thread locker. Heat it up a little bit so it come off like butter. Now that we have the factory nut off, we're not gonna reuse that. We're gonna use this new machined nut from Synergy. Before we reinstall this, we're gonna put a little bit of red Loctite right here on the threads. We're gonna install it so this machined surface is facing down. We're gonna torque this to 184 foot-pounds, or as tight as you can freaking get it. We're gonna remove our 4 steering box bolts using an 18mm socket. It's time to go ahead and throw the track bar brace on and get all 4 bolts started just by hand. Yep, we're gonna have to pop off our sway bar link. Now normally you'd have to go ahead and remove both sides of the sway bar links in order to move this down, but if you have a Rubicon, turn your Jeep on, hit the sway bar disconnect button, and this will let it drop all the way down. With the brace loosely installed, we're gonna grab the instructions and our hardware and start attaching all of this small stuff. It's gonna be pretty simple from here. We'll record it, but it doesn't need to be step by step. Instructions from here are pretty easy. So it's time to go ahead and install our sector shaft support brace. This thing's actually pretty neat. It's a machined steel. It has a little bronze race in there, so that's gonna act as like our bushing or kind of like a bearing race to hold the lower side of our pitman arm to prevent it from moving in and out, because now it's gonna be stabilized by our track bar brace. Plus, our track bar is now supported even more with a heavy-duty steel bracket. So I went ahead and installed this Zerk fitting. I think it's gonna be a little easier installing it now than when it's up in there, but it's gonna tab right into and bolt right into our track bar support brace. All right, so what I've noticed installing this bolt up here on the front side is that we definitely have to move and wiggle the gearbox around to get these bolts started, just to line up into the bracket. So I'm gonna have to put the GoPro down because it's definitely a two-hand job, but we're gonna get this started and move on to the next step. Now that we have everything loosely started, we're gonna slide our track bar bolt through our new bracket. I will say that it took a lot of hitting and like finagling for this hole to line up, and it's in there very tight right now. So the clearances aren't exact. I mean, it could just be, you know, the differences between the Jeeps, but this might be an issue down the road. I tried loosening everything and moving around, hitting with a hammer, but I couldn't get the holes to line up exactly perfect. So I'm gonna mess around with that for a little bit, but the next thing we're gonna do is tighten down this bolt, then this one, then our 4 steering bolts, and then come around and tighten the front and back on the support brace. So we're gonna torque those down all to spec. The spec should be here in the manual. Tells you exactly what to torque them down to. We're gonna wrap this project up. I'm excited to see how it does on the road. Everything is tightened down. All we have left to do is reattach our track bar and our sway bar end link. Now, we are gonna have to grease this down. Once everything's installed, we'll turn the steering wheel a little bit, make sure everything's settled in. We'll hit that grease fitting with some grease, turn all the way, you know, from full lock to the other lock and re-grease it. This thing isn't gonna take too much grease, but we do wanna make sure that we have grease up in there. So far, it seems, you know, it's an easy install, but some of the bolt holes didn't really line up. And what I'm talking about, first off, is the track bar bolt hole. I've kind of, you know, had to wiggle it around to get this bolt to slide in there. It's good to go now. And what I've noticed right off the bat is that this little, the actual brace itself does look like it's a little bit offset. So I've messed around with that for a little while. You know, I've loosened those. I'm gonna leave it how it is now, even though it's off camber a little bit. I think maybe once we turn the wheel, it'll kind of settle in. It's only, you know, held on with these side pieces right here. So I'm gonna give Synergy a call tomorrow and, you know, see what they think about that. But who knows, it might settle in once we start turning the wheel. we definitely have to put our track bar back on. You can tell the axle, the whole Jeep is kind of shifted that way. So let's grab everything, button it back together, and hopefully finish off this video soon. All right, so everything's installed, it's torqued down, it's greased up, it's good to go, but it's getting late. The plan is to drive this to work for about 3 days, really get some good feedback and see if it actually did make a difference. We're also gonna do the same testing with the gearbox. I'm gonna throw the GoPro under there, we're gonna see if we have any movement at all or if this completely eliminated. So I really wanna make sure that I get enough road time and feel behind the wheel. That sounded pretty cool. To make sure that this actually made a difference. I mean, did we just install a $200 piece of metal on our Jeep for no reason? I really do think it's gonna, strengthen it for sure, but is it actually gonna give us a difference in steering? We're gonna find out. So we're gonna give it a few days. We're gonna drive it around, test it, see how it feels, and then we'll come back and talk about if it's actually worth it. I'll see you guys in about 2 to 3 days and we'll finish up this video. See ya. I've had the steering brace installed for about 3 days now, and let me tell you what, this thing makes it's a night and day difference. It feels a lot better. The steering's tight. There's no overcorrecting or wandering. You're not constantly having to give the steering wheel some feedback to stay straight on the road. It definitely did make a difference. Now, what we're gonna do, we have 2 things that I really wanna do. One, I wanna let Cassie drive it. She has not driven the Jeep yet. I'm picking her up here at work. We're gonna go on the highway and get her initial feedback, see what she thinks of it. And secondly, when I get home from work today, we're gonna do the exact same testing with the gearbox. I wanna see if this brace actually is preventing or stopping all that steering gear slop. I wanna make sure it's still not like coming off the frame. So we're gonna do a few things. First thing, we gotta go pick up Cassie and let her test out the Jeep. So she's here somewhere. We just gotta find her. There she is.
Let's go see how this thing drives.
All right, so what do you think?
I think it drives a lot better with the bracket on. It's smooth. I mean, it still drives like a Jeep, but I'm not wandering as much, and I'm not having to like Flintstone it is what I call it, but like move the steering wheel as I'm driving. It kind of stays where you put it.
So, I mean, you can tell like normally, and this is 64, it's a very uneven road. What I noticed before, and I don't know if you noticed it as well, is like when there was a dip in the road like this, the Jeep would just kind of drift.
It would drift or sway one way or the other the whole time.
And I think that was caused by the steering box being able to move. Whenever there was any like lateral force being put on the steering, instead of it coming back to the wheel, the box would move and it would just kind of drift around the lane. And that's why there was a bunch of there was like a dead zone, is because that steering box was moving.
Right.
Like
there's still play, but I'm not.
A tiny bit, but I think that's just like Jeep. That's just Jeep.
That's just Jeep. Like it still drives like a Jeep, guys.
Move the wheel, like a little bit. Like I feel it and still moving. All right, just go slow, like left and right.
Oh, I think it's
like a little more, like to where you can feel it. So yeah, that's like it's a lot tighter. It's a lot tighter. So would you say it's a good?
I would say it's worth the buy.
Worth the buy?
Thumbs up.
So it's been approved by Cassie. I can just tell it looks a lot smoother with her driving it. I remember before when I was a passenger, it almost felt worse as a passenger sitting here because the Jeep was just drifting. I'm like, what are you doing?
I don't know how to stay in my lane, right?
So,
I always felt embarrassed.
Yeah. I think now the big question people are gonna ask is which one's the better upgrade? The track bar, bracket, and steering brace, or the Falcon stabilizer? Which one would you say that made the better difference, or the bigger difference?
Ooh,
it's kind of, they're different. It's a different feeling between the two. This really tightens up the steering, gets rid of the plate, but the stabilizer added a better feel to the steering. So I don't know, maybe it just drives really good because we have both now. I would say if you have major steering issues with your Gladiator or JL, I would get the bracket first. Yeah. Do that, and then if you really want to change up or like enhance the steering feel, that's when you would go with a stabilizer. So this is a great setup, I'd say.
I like it. I'm glad we went with the bracket.
Where are we going now?
I don't know. Food would be
plus the good thing is that this actually strengthens up everything. Not only our track bar bracket, but the actual steering box itself. There's less leverage put on there. Hopefully won't break it off, so that's good. So we're gonna go grab lunch, and then when I get home from work later today, we're gonna record the steering box and see if the play is completely gone. Yes, it does drive better, but did it actually fix our steering box play? We're gonna find out, wrap up this video, and go from there. Oh, so it turned out to be a nasty day, but luckily our steering is fixed on the Jeep. So as you guys can tell, the before and after is insane. There's pretty much no steering play in our gearbox at all. What I would recommend doing is retorquing everything after a few hundred miles. If you looked closely, you could see that the sector shaft brace was moving a little bit, and that's just because one of the bolts had loosened up over the course of these, I think 200 miles, 250 miles. So definitely go back, retorque everything, you're gonna be good to go. So this clearly changed the way the Jeep drove. I don't want to go ahead and say that Jeep designed a faulty steering box or there's an issue, because who knows, maybe they did account for that play. Maybe they consider it normal. However, the only thing that I know is that the play's gone and the Jeep drives a lot better. So this is a 10 out of 10 in my book. It works great, very easy to install, and the Jeep drives completely different now. So if you're interested in getting one, they're $200. I'd highly recommend calling up Gillian at Offroad Elements. I'll put her information in the video description. She'll give you probably the best deal on the internet. Just mention this video when you give her a call, she'll hook you up. So for those of you with the JK, I would still highly recommend pretty much the same setup. If you're running all factory stuff, it's a great way to beef up your steering and your track bar bracket as well. So thank you for watching, guys. Like always, please give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments what you have done to kind of beef up and strengthen your steering. Do you have bad steering in your Jeep? Let me know how you think it drives and what you plan on doing to fix it. Until next time, I'll see you later. Peace. Why did you pull in here?
We're looking for the diesel jam.
Looking for the eco diesel. No, Pomoco. Pomoco, Pomoco, Pomoco. None of them say eco diesel. Go buy a cop car.
So, we may have left with one if they did have one.
If they did have a diesel, I'd be down.
If they had a diesel in almost any color, I found that would have been it.